Well, hello there, guys. Today it looks like we're taking on a Dreadnought with this mean battle cruiser here. Some beautiful Mark III guns. This is, of course, a German ship, and I hope it performs well. I didn't go too crazy on the actual tower. It is an advanced tower 3. I also didn't go very crazy on the rear tower, but I figured we might as well have both and go with the wide funnel. Would have liked to fit on just one more here, but there's not enough room, and I would have displaced the ship, so let's see how we do with what we've got. This is kind of just window dressing, but maybe it'll help us against some enemy destroyers. Let's go, boys. So here we go, guys. A battleship led by the Empire of Japan. We are, of course, going to be playing as Germany, so clearly this has to be World War I. Although I'm not sure that our actual setup would lend itself to that war. That being said, we're going to head north towards the enemy, exactly where he wants us to go, and engage. And let's hope that this ship manages to take him down. I don't know, that's only going to be 8 shots at once, unless you include the central gun. It's going to be 10 shots, so I don't know how this is going to fare against a much larger, much more deadly Japanese ship, but we'll let you guys know once we actually get to the combat. Now, with an enemy this far away, we're about 12 kilometers out. We could still actually, 13 kilometers, we could still actually hit them with these 12-inch guns. But what I'm going to do is something a little risky here. I put torpedoes on the ship for a reason. I expected that the only way we're going to kill this superior ship is to get really close and then start firing our guns. So we're absolutely going full speed ahead. He hasn't returned fire yet, and I hope that's a good sign. But I'm kind of keeping our guns out of the mix for now, and I just want to go ahead and get as close to him as possible. At some point, I'll broadside, but you know what? I'm just crazy enough to potentially just go straight for him and pop some torps. Look at that thing. That is absolutely terrifying. I'm not liking it one bit. And since he's sailing towards us, I think he might have the same idea here. So let's jump back to the Jupiter, and we're really just going to try to follow his course and get there as quickly as possible. Alright, we actually started a fire on board the enemy ship, pretty unintentionally. I was not actually focusing on him, but our frontal guns hit their target, which is leading me to believe maybe now we should broadside and start firing at this guy with all guns. I think there's a case to be made, but I want to get at least a kilometer closer. I'm stubborn about this. I've fought big ships like this before, and I know that fighting them at a distance doesn't always work. It's kind of like if you're a short boxer, you got to get in closer to really be able to damage your opponent, and I'm thinking here we've got to get just a little bit closer. Call it off in about 10 to 15 seconds. In fact, we'll call it off when that gets to 14, and then we'll start to broadside. I hope that gives us enough time. Now he's overshooting us. You know what? Sorry, guys. I'm getting a little closer. Another 10 seconds. I'm probably making a few people quite nervous, but I'm going for another 10 seconds. All right, let's head over. Start to broadside. And the one great thing about having a 12-incher, not the largest, you know, obviously shell, but or gun. The point is, this thing fires quite quickly. So we're going to get consistent shots on this guy. We've already seen that we can pen him and start a fire, at least start a fire. So let's keep that going. If we see we're not getting any penetrating hits, I will switch to just explosive rounds and try to set this guy alight. That's the first hit he's had on us, and it completely plinked off. Let's hope that's a sign of things to come. Always want to be very careful on these turns, obviously. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win this fight. And let's see if you were right by the end of this battle. So we're going to go the whole way through until a winner is declared. That's the way this has to go. Quite a nice grouping, actually. You know what? I think I'm going to lower speed to half speed. Probably should have done that after making my turn. But I'm just a little bit eager here. And again, guys, let's not forget, if we get close enough, we have torpedoes. I'd like to obviously get like a lot closer if we're going to use them, but if things get really desperate, really crazy quickly, we're just going to make a kamikaze run for this guy. He might be the Japanese enemy, but I could care less. Gladly follow him into the afterlife. That's going to be a hit. Oh yeah, damage the second tower. Knew that thing was a waste of money. Still haven't hit him, and again, the chance there of a hit is only 7.4%. That's why I really want to get closer, but I can't really defend getting closer at this point. I think that would be really, really dangerous. Looking for, boys. Nice little grouping there. And we did hit, and I think we penned. Again, not a lot of damage, but the fact that we're penning him is making me feel a little bit safer about this. Safer is probably not the right word. And I'm actually going to full steam ahead a little closer to him, so slowly closing range here. There we go, started a fire and penned. These are the kind of shots that win battles. You can see that baby smoking. We'll get a closer look in a second, folks. I'm just really focused right now. You can see that's a pretty consistent rate of fire. I'm almost tempted to lower speed again. Either to lower speed or increase speed and try to get ahead of him. You know what? We're going to try to flank this guy. We're going to try to get right on top of him, outmaneuver him, and just decimate that ship. Get those engines roaring, folks. Let's get a look over here, guys. We'll also see the trajectory of our rounds. Oh, yeah, another fire on the Tosa. Although she is a big ship. She can take quite a beating here. Well, I like to see those decks on fire and a nice big hole through the side. Should have a nice volley arriving any second now. Yeah, we've got to sort of straighten out our ship here. We're getting a little too close. He's also set fire to our ship, so we've got to be careful. Damage the casemate. Again, another fire. Let's just try to burn her out, and I hope we're still going at that full speed. That's the way to go here, and really just straighten this ship out. We could play the speed game here with this guy. I mean, at this point, we're in range with our secondaries. We're almost close enough to start firing torps. But maybe we've damaged rudder. I don't think so with this damage. I think his rudder's just fine, so I'll keep speed as is. But still trying to turn even more over here to the west, southwest specifically. I think that's good enough. Here we go, guys. We got main tower is damaged. Also started a fire. Hopefully that'll make his aiming a little skewed, and I wonder if those secondaries are actually doing anything besides just annoying the enemy, at least giving him something to look at. Nice fireworks show at the very least. There we go, another volley. I love those secondaries. I wish I just invested a little bit more, because all they can really do is maybe take out torpedo boats. I don't even think they can take out a destroyer. Yeah, let's get down to full speed. We're not lowering speed much, just a little bit. A few knots. Now he's turning. We destroyed the casemate. This might be a bad time for him to turn. Very good time for us to maybe get a little closer here. get those torps shooting off. I'm actually pretty surprised here. We've taken a nasty hit to the back of the ship. It's not going to knock us out of the fight, but I am getting a little worried. The guy's got quite a few haymakers there left in him. There we go. Engine 1 damage with flooding. That looked pretty serious. Again, I'm trying to get close enough to fire the torpedoes at this point. Figure we might as well book it. We've already come this far, and our shots are pretty efficient. Let's go up to flanking speed again. Sure, our entire crew is seasick at this point. Just been changing speed on them left and right. Oh, I thought that was a hit for sure. She is just rolling, man. No matter what happens. There is some flooding there, but there's no serious damage, as has happened on our ship with the red. But the flooding does look concerning. I'd be worried if I were the ship's captain here. Seems to be flooding pretty quickly, too. Come on, boys. We're withstanding most of the damage. I have to be honest, I didn't really build this ship for withstanding damage, but it seems to have done the trick. And the actual flooding he's taken there is serious. Very, very serious. We might not even need to use torpedoes. We might actually be able to sink the Tosa. Once again, they're causing a fire, and I think with the constant movement, it's sort of making it very difficult for him to even spot us out here. We've damaged navigation, we've damaged his engines. Maybe we just go for the killing blow at this point. What's that old saying? If it's working, don't change it. Right now it's working. Well, I think it's time to turn. Let's make it happen. Go for the killing shot here. He's got to be still flooding there, and another compartment, of course, is flooding. And what we're going to do is once we get a perfect perpendicular formation here, then we'll cut the engines. I'm just going to cut the engines. Go to slow right there. He's not moving at all. We'll take our time. Should be like target practice for our men. Come on, guys. Even our secondaries are causing fires there, and the Tosa looks a little worse for wear. Finally destroying this battleship. And I think it really just took, I was always going for, like, these really big guns. Just needed some standard guns, something that was going to fire pretty consistently. And there she goes, right down to Davy Jones' locker. I'll take it, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little short, but I guess action-packed battle. And I'll catch you guys on another video here with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Loving the game so far. I just can't wait for that campaign. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and please subscribe to our channel. I'll catch you on the next one.